Not everyone has to vibrate at the same vibration that you are. And the more that you're growing and learning and changing, things change all around. Friends change, people change, life grows in a different way. Even me doing this podcast, like everything just changes into something that is even more beautiful than you could have ever thought.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a game I play for fun, but I already.
Hi, my name is Amie. Like, comment, and subscribe to Lux Media Studios. They are awesome.
Hey everyone, welcome to Loving Your Life, Be Authentically You with me, Amie. I am so excited to have you here. So before we start and I share with you some things that I have been thinking about, because I'm always thinking. First, if you like the music at the beginning, that is my daughter, True Istina, Truistina. You can check her out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. She's got music videos out, and we've just been at the studio, so some new music will be released very, very soon. I'm super excited. Also, if you are in the need of, you're feeling kind of depressed and like there's something wrong, you're not feeling yourself, then please go check out thetruehappiness.com. That's my website. And we can set up an appointment to talk and see if I can help you to experience your inner happiness, your truth, your authenticity, and who you are, what truly makes you happy. I would love to help you with that. So if you check that out, you can send me a message and I'd love to chat with you. Also, if you would like to help, I do have my GoFundMe up. You can donate. That would be so helpful. I am a single mama. I have stage 4 cancer. And so that would truly, truly be, I would really appreciate it if you did. So that is up there as well. So today is a day that I do not have a guest. I usually have guests on, and I've got a lot more lined up. So don't worry, we're going to have a lot more, some really amazing guests on. But today I wanted to just talk to you about something that I actually experienced and what it meant to me. So if you have heard of breath work can really help you to release your emotions, to heal internally, and all of that. And people experience breath work differently. So if you did breath work and you're like, I didn't really experience as much as I thought I would, or it just didn't work the way I thought it would, it's okay. It's individually done. It's your own self. So it's how you breathe and what happens with you. So we did some breath work with an incredible person, and he was amazing. And the way that what happened was emotions were released. So actually my son was with me and his emotions were released, and he was crying and I was crying, and there was a lot of emotion released from this breath work. I think a lot of times we hold our emotions in. If you're with me on that, please raise your hand, because we hold it in. We're like, you know what? It's not worth it. I don't need to share it. I don't need to burden anybody. I just, we just think that it's negative, and it's okay to let it out. It's cleansing. Crying is cleansing. Letting emotions out is cleansing. Once we cleanse that, then we start feeling ourselves. Then we can be into that happiness love bubble that I talk about. So what does that really mean, right? So let's say that we've gotten through so much in our lives and we have trauma or something that we anticipated even as trauma. Because as a child, maybe you weren't abandoned, but you felt you were abandoned because your mom made a phone call. And all of a sudden that's like, oh, I was abandoned. And with that, you hold that trauma. And you start feeling like, well, then I'm not worthy. Then nobody's going to listen to me. Then everything I say is wrong. You just go through all of these things, right? So to release that is so important. Release the negativity of it and change the story around it. That's so important too, because as you can think, well, I was 2, my mom was on the phone, I felt abandoned. Was she really abandoning me? No, she literally had a phone call. It could have been an emergency for all I know. So that's important to realize. And so with breath work or any kind of modality like that, we can actually release those energies. Energies are really powerful, and it has nothing to do with religion or anything like that, okay? Because this is something that I've, people say, hey, it's about this. It's not. What energy is, we're all made of this energy. And think about it. When you're around someone and you're like, yes, I'm loving my life. And someone's like, well, my day was awful and this and that. And again, I'm not saying don't release the emotions. So I'm not saying that, but say it's all the time. They call them negative Nancy's, right? And you got someone going, oh, my life was awful. And today the traffic was this. And today I feel this and I can't pay this. And I don't know about this. And you just got all of this and it's just piled and piled and piled. And then you talk to them again. Hey, how are you? I'm da, 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 da. Hey, how are you? Da, 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 da. Okay. And you're like feeling all this. What's going to happen to you? Energetically, you're going to feel that. And when you feel that, you're going to start feeling like there's something wrong, like you're going down. You have to really protect that energy. It's like sometimes, if I talk to people, yes, I'm empathetic and I will help them and all of that. Absolutely. We all go through things. And I'm so grateful for people who have been there for me during a lot of my hard times. So I'm not saying that. But you have to really, really protect your energy, because if that happens, you're going to start feeling worse. And then all of a sudden things start going bad in your life. All of a sudden you're getting these bills. All of a sudden, all this negativity is happening because of energy that has been attached to you. Because of people, even people thinking. Have you ever had it where you think of someone and boom, they call you on the phone and you're like, whoa, okay, that would happen to me today, literally. Today, I literally was thinking of my friend, was like, oh, I need to give her this for our house and all this. And she called me or she texted me and I was like, oh, yes, thank you. Like it was the right timing. It happened with my doctor, believe it or not. I had to reschedule the appointment. And I remember that morning going, okay, I need to reschedule the appointment. I need to call. They called me and said he needed to reschedule. So this really happens. This is the energetic field that we live in. And I'm not a master at energies by any means, but I do feel it. It's when you feel someone, you're like, ooh, something just isn't right. And it's not a judgment. It's not a judgment of, oh, this person, this. It's just this energy you feel that something just isn't meshing with you. Or sometimes that vibration is not in alignment. And that's when people say you grow together or you don't grow together, right? Because your energy's aligned and that's how we grow. So releasing all of this trauma, all of this tension, all of the things that we have been going through breath work, through meditation, through prayer, through whatever works for you, this can help release that and transmute it into something that's beautiful, where you feel like you are in that love bubble and anything is possible. Anything is possible. And if you believe in God, go to God. If you believe in whatever, go to whatever. It doesn't matter. Angels, this is not, again, about specifically religion. So it's literally about letting go of the things that have been burdening you, of the pain that you have experienced, of all of that trauma that you feel that you are getting piled upon and going, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm releasing it. I can't control it. I can't control it. This was my past. This was things that happened to me. And yes, it was awful. And yes, it was traumatic. And yes, I am not negating any of that. But when we finally release it, how free are you going to feel? Are you going to feel lighter than a feather? Are you going to feel like life is just opened up? It was funny. After my son, that happened with him, he literally was like, I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. Like literally it opened up something in him where he finally just released. This breath work was deep. We were breathing from our belly to our chest and then letting it out of our mouth the whole time with our open mouth. I think it was about an hour, literally. It was at Rafi's Lounge. So you can absolutely go check out Rafi's Lounge. I recommend that place. That's my happy place. But it was truly, truly amazing and helped to release all of that pressure that we had in us and helped me to go, okay, you know what? All of this cancer talking of your numbers go down, your numbers go up, your numbers go down, your numbers go up. That's a lot of stress on me. That's a lot of pressure on me. It's like, where do I go from here? And so releasing all of that and saying, you know what? I can't control that. I can't control that. And when you finally release that, you feel freedom. So breath work is a fantastic, fantastic way to do it. You can do it even at home in your own comfort of your own home. There's also things on YouTube, all kinds of stuff, but it truly, truly can help. So releasing all of that, will give you that freedom that you so desire to be in your authentic happiness, be true to you, and feeling on top of the world. Literally, that no matter if a bill comes due, you're like, I got this. Even if you don't got it, you got this, because everything is happening for you, not to you.
Believing Before Seeing, a new bestseller by Candace Barr. Order your copy today.
So when you think of it that way, it's beautiful. So it was an incredible experience to be able to see that and to really focus on ourselves. You know, do you take time to really focus on you? Do you take that time to really say, you know what, I'm going to sit down and listen to a podcast, or I'm going to listen to something positive, or I'm going to do something that makes me happy, reading a book, dancing, singing, whatever it looks like for you, walking out in nature, going to swim. I mean, anything. Do you take the time to really do that? Or do you say, I don't have time. It's not worth it. It's selfish for me to do that. If you do that other stuff, you will start feeling better all around. You will feel accomplished. You will feel good because you are doing the things that really make your heart and your soul sing and soar. And that's so important. We literally have one life to live. We really, really do. My aunt actually had just passed, and I was not that close, but she was actually, you know, I've met her many times. She was at my wedding for my ex and all of that. And she had passed, and it hit me really close to home. This just happened because of my dad. My dad's 90, my mom's 86. It was my dad's side of the family, and he's the last one. And it really hit me hard and made me think that, yes, I have stage 4 cancer, and I don't know when that moment could be where my numbers skyrocket and all of a sudden I'm gone and not here anymore. How am I going to live every day? We have one life to live. Am I going to live in sadness, in pain, in regret, in all of the things that had been on me? Or am I going to release it and live in freedom, live in love, live in joy, live in peace, live in giving back, live in all of the beautiful things that this world has to offer us? I choose that one. I don't know about you, but I choose that one. Happiness can be right there at your fingertips if you just release the control. That's what it is. We want to be in control of those things. We're like, oh no, but that defines us. Even trauma sometimes, that defines us. That's who I am. That's all I am. If I did that, I would say cancer defines me. But cancer doesn't define me. It doesn't matter. Any health problem doesn't define me. What defines me is what my true intentions are, what my heart says, the joy I experience every day, the people I surround myself with. That does, not the other things. Letting that go and releasing. So I recommend you guys try breath work because it is so powerful. And different times, different things happen. I've done it probably 3 times now. I've done it with Brooke Burke, and I've done it with some other people. And I really believe that actually with the breath work, it's at different times, it's going to be different. So the first time I was releasing a lot of pain from past relationships, from my cancer, from so much stuff. I was releasing. I literally was almost having convulsions because I was crying so hard. Literally, it was deep. The other time was releasing again from some of that, but it was in a different way. And it was a little bit lighter. This time I released again, but again, it was other things that had happened in my life. And so I was releasing completely differently. So you've got to keep going. You've got to keep doing the work. Okay. So it's not something that you're going to do once and be like, I'm done. Okay. Yay. I feel good. No, it's, sound bowls and energy work and with actually energy work, meaning even the hertz, right? And the sound bowls, how music is so powerful, things like that, and how clearing out all of yourself. Because when you do, you really feel good, releasing the energy of other people on you, releasing it and saying, no, you're not going to be on me anymore. I need me. I need to be pure. I need to be me, and releasing that. which includes expectations people have. It includes, the negativity that people may have of you, but releasing that. You can't do anything about it anyway. You can say you're sorry for something, but if people want to think some way, they can think some way. You can't force them to think of you in a certain way. So why do we think about that? Oh, but they're thinking me of this way and I don't know what to do. And I'm going to try everything under the sun to make them like me and to do this and to do that and to do this. There's no reason to. You can't do that no matter how hard you try. You can't. You can't make someone love you no matter how hard you try. You can't. If they love you, they do. If they don't, they don't. If they want to be in your life, they do. If they don't, they don't. And that's okay. Not everyone has to fit with you. Not everyone has to vibrate at the same vibration that you are. And the more that you're growing and learning and changing, things change all around. Friends change, people change, life grows in a different way. Even me doing this podcast, like everything just changes into something that is even more beautiful than you could have ever thought. Really can. So releasing all of that as well, because it's not your thoughts or your decision if someone likes you. It's like someone cutting you off and like, oh, I don't like you now. It's like, wait a minute. I didn't mean to. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe I had a headache. Maybe I wasn't feeling good. Or even somebody was going to the hospital. Like you're thinking all these things like, wait, but they don't like you all of a sudden because you cut them off. What if it was an accident? What if it was that you just got a text of something and you accidentally cut someone off because you didn't see it or you didn't notice they were there? Something like that. What if we gave people grace? But you can't say, hey, you're going to like me. No, they're probably like, oh, I don't like you. And you know what they do with, what people do sometimes when they're driving and they don't like someone, they don't like you. And you're like, you don't even know me. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know if I'm heading to the hospital right now because I have stage 4 cancer. You don't know that if I just lost my home, my family, you don't know anything. So how can you judge me? How can you judge me? There's always something inside of us. Think about that the next time you see someone and you feel like judging. How can you judge them? You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they think or what they've been or anything. You don't know. Don't judge. Don't judge. The more that you judge someone, the more that you're going to start seeing them judging you. Don't judge. And don't judge yourself either. Don't judge yourself that I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not loved. I'm not this. I'm this. I'm this. I'm this. Because that when you do that, you're also showing up as judging other people on top of it because you're judging yourself. You're trying to be perfect. You're trying to do everything the way that it has to be. Just be you. Just be you. I know sometimes that's hard, right? You're like, well, yeah, okay. Easier said than done, Amie, really. I know it can be hard because we really do respect and want people's love and we want people to think of us in a certain way. But I gave that up. I gave that up. Even on Facebook, I used to do lives and there were people on there that just really didn't like my lives, didn't like my happiness, didn't like who I was. And I just loved them from afar. I just loved them. But I was just like, if you don't, you don't. That's okay. That's okay. And now many, many years later, we are still talking like things changed. But it's okay. It's okay to release. It's okay to move forward in life. It's okay. It's okay to love yourself. Love yourself. That is not bad to do. I really was taught that through this cancer journey. When people said, you have to take care of you. It's your time. And I was like, oh, no, but I've got this and I have to do this and I have to get my job and da-da-da-da. No, you need to take care of you. I was like, that's really hard. And I remember that feeling. And I finally had to go, you know what? You're right. You're right. I do have to take care of me. I remember one other time someone asked me that. It was a vocal coach. And he was saying to me, like, it was Nick Cooper, actually. And he was actually telling me that, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, I want my kids, my daughter's singing and I want her to be happy and my son to be happy. No, what do you want? And I'm like, I can't say what I want. It's selfish. I'm a mom. I'm supposed to be just doing and giving. And it's like, Amie, what do you want? And I'm like, I love singing. I love that. I love sharing what my thoughts are. I love helping people. He's like, there you go. That's okay. That moment brought tears to my eyes. So I'm asking you, the people watching this, my beautiful family here, what do you want? I want you, if you see this, post down below or send me a DM. Tell me, what do you want? Release all of the other stuff and focus on, what do you want? It's a hard question. It's a hard question. But when you finally just let everything go and say, yeah, I'll tell you, I am loving doing these podcasts with all of these incredible guests. I am loving talking to you. And I really hope some of this resonates. And I really hope that I can inspire you. But I'll tell you too, you inspire me. I learn from everybody I come in contact with. I'm an open book. I love learning. And I am so grateful for this beautiful, beautiful community of loving your life, be authentically you. I am truly grateful. And I'm truly grateful for all the people that have helped me through my cancer journey. And for all of you supporting my family and loving us through everything that has been going on. You are not forgotten ever, ever. You are truly adored and loved. So if someone has not said that to you today, I am telling you, you are loved, you are worthy, you are amazing, and really just be you. And breathe. Just breathe. All right, guys, I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. And I will see you next time on Loving Your Life, Be Authentically You. Bye.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's